What's up, 6 Mile? This is Team 3, teaching you how to do your lift experiment. First of all, make sure your wind tunnel is plugged in and you're in the off position. Alright, now come over here and check out where the current test sample is for the airfoil. Notice that it is in that little slot where there's no base. That is because this experiment actually protrudes through the bottom with this rocker, and that's the best place for it to be stored. Alright, so I've got this test sample. Go ahead and open up the test section, and you also need to grab your wood spacer from the bottom here. Go ahead and place it on top of the scale a little bit forward, because when you slide this in, you need to make sure that your rockers are on top of that, or else you'll just push that spacer all the way to the back, and it's kind of hard to get to. Alright, so then you go ahead and push that spacer on back up so you can read the display. Make sure that this metal work here is centered and free of movement, so you're good to go. Just like that. A little more. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Now, another thing you need to do is check your angle. Make sure you're zeroed out for the experiment. Your initial reading. Go ahead and turn your scale on. Make sure it zeroes out. And mentioning the scale. This is a very delicate procedure. As you see now, it's kind of jumping around from 0 to 17 to 20 all around. It's just very delicate for this one. You're going to be sure anytime you touch it or bump it, it's going to change the reading a little bit. So try to stay away from the cart in the wind tunnel. Alright, we're going to go ahead and turn it on. See if we get a reading here. It says 0, so it's not going to be very high. You see we're getting just a few grams, if anything. We can go ahead and, while the wind tunnel is still on, open up the test section and adjust the angle a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and give it a pretty good angle, about 20 degrees or so. Close it back down, let the scale settle back out. And you can see we're now getting a reading around 60 grams because of the increased angle. Now what we can do is open it back up, and now we're looking for the stall point, where at what angle will the wing make less lift. You see here I increased the angle so much that it's about the same. I'm just getting a little more still, so I can go and adjust up a little more and see if I can get it back down below 60 now. And try to be very delicate when you are adjusting it. You see now it's gone down to 30, so now we're at the stall point where it's no longer creating as much drag. So that's the lift experiment. Now all I have to do is cut the wind tunnel off and pair everything back up.